Welcome back to The More You Know. I will focus on St. Boniface Ushers Club this time. They have a long-standing history of giving back to not just our community and organizations in it, but to many others also. I got to sit down with Vice President of the club, Lee Heisler. He gave me a little history lesson, gave me some information about the club I'd like to share. I'm not going to be able to go through all of the history. There's just no way to do that in a short video, but I will leave the documents he provided to me in the comments for you to review if you'd like them. So originally they were called the Ushers Society. They were formed basically from the ushers at St. Boniface Church. The ushers are the fellows who pass the collection basket and help you, find your seat there at Mass. The society functioned under the direction of the church when it was initially established in 1936. 1947 came along and they decided that they wanted to act for their own good and for the good of the church, and so they started looking for land and a building to purchase. The Ushers Picnic Grove was purchased in 1952 from Walter Panunzik. He was the Walters Meat Market owner there on Bliley and Route 8. The purchase was for $1,600 at the time. They used it for stags and family picnics, and they had a yearly turkey shoot. They also used it for something called a smoker. And I didn't know what the word smoker meant, but now I do. Basically, it was just a gathering, mostly of men at that time, and it served the purpose of attracting new members and introducing them to the workings of the society. Those smokers stopped, though, once they purchased the actual club building, and that was from a Clint Beeble in 1954 for $8,450. Ray Kennerconnect was the first manager, followed by Norman Allgaier. Gene Heisler has been the manager for the last 20 years. Fast forward, today the club is going strong, 1,148 members, 1,100 are social and 48 are active. They do a lot of things still for the community as far as gatherings, but they also give a lot of money out to different organizations. They do things like Christmas parties and summer picnics and Halloween parties and gun raffles, and they have bingo night on Thursdays that everybody loves, but they also give back monetarily too. The total does change every year depending on their income, of course, but they've given $25,000 to Cool Hose. They've given $10,000 to St. Boniface Church, $5,000 to St. Boniface Sympathy Committee, $2,000 to disabled veterans, $3,000 to Green Township Lions, and they use that for their scholarships that they give to the kids that are graduating from area high schools. Wattsburg Fire Company, they've given $2,000. Seneca Sports Program, they give a $1,200 that's divided for the 12 different organized sports. So as you can see, they give back quite a bit through functions and also through monetary means. During COVID, they did shut down, although they were still busy. They did do a complete renovation of the bar area. It was completely gutted. Lee says he and Kevin George did a lot of the work inside along with some local contractors. They've got a beautiful new epoxy bar top in there. Kevin George, I'm told, did the beer tap covers that you see. So those are pretty awesome. So Kevin did a great job doing those. There's a brand new walk-in cooler so that you will never be in jeopardy of getting a warm beer. So that is always a good thing. The current officers are Dave Ferry, who's been the president for 34 years. Lee Heisler, he's vice president for 28 years. Joe Winkler, secretary for 15, and Chris Rupp has been treasurer for 12. There are 5 directors. They are Kevin George, John Giewant, Andy Kania, Jim Kennerconnect, and Ed Pitkevich. So you can see the hours of operation here. Basically, they're open 3 to 10 during the week, noon to 10 on the weekends. They have something going on every day, a new dinner special on Mondays and Tuesdays now. Of course, bingo on Thursday nights, free jukebox on Friday, and wing night on Wednesday. So there's something going on all the time there. You can rent the Ushers Grove and you can rent the back room at the club itself. The Ushers Grove can be rented from the last week of May until the end of October. The cost is $300. You do not have to be a Ushers Club member in order to rent this, and the capacity is about 200. It's a beautiful space. You can see in the video there's a ton of space to park cars and have plenty of people to have a nice time. There is 4 coolers in the little kitchen area. There's no stove or anything anything, but there is running water and what have you. You can rent the back room. That is $125, and that's used for smaller events like birthdays and baby showers and wakes and things. Again, you do not have to be a member of the Ushers Club in order to rent either of these things. So how do you become a member of the Ushers Club? Well, just find one of the 1,148 members, basically have them take you out to a really nice dinner that's extremely affordable, have them buy you a drink, and then you can spend 20 bucks and fill out an application. And it's really pretty much that simple. So if you would like to patronize all of our local businesses, this is one that definitely gives back at the same time. So till next time, thanks.